powerhouses, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are well. I hope you've been keeping well. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Desideria Gideon. If you are new here, please welcome to the Powerhouse family. Feel welcome to comment, to subscribe, to share, and let's just grow this channel and let us grow ourselves. So I think this is the first sit down video for the year, right? We had a recap. I'm not sure when I did the recap, if it was in December, in January, but yeah. Other than that, today we're having a sit down video and I'm super excited to be here to do this with you guys because I just feel like we're building a connection, and when we build a connection, we're getting to know each other. I want you guys to know from which side I'm operating and why I operate the way I operate. Just a little bit of in-depth understanding. So today we are having a life update, like what's been happening in my life, like what have I been up to. And maybe some of you guys that don't know me personally, well, then this is the time that you get to know me and yeah, what my life is about. Of course, I'm gonna try to be as open as I could possibly be to the extent that I can go, and I hope that you from here you take away and you get to know me better so that we can also just move in a very good direction this 2024, because I want us to really be tight like that. So yeah, we're doing a live update, and I've now divided my life into 7 sections that I'm going to talk about. Sorry, I'm having Coke. I'm having it in a wine glass because they said romanticize your life, my dear. Drink in a nice cup, go an extra mile for your life so that everything can go well. So makes me feel good, and when I feel good, I act good. But yeah, first and foremost, so I have seven categories. I wrote them down so that they can lead me and guide me. It's career, it's health, it's personal development, it's finances, it's relationships, it's friendships, and it's faith. I'm probably gonna talk not in an order, just whichever I feel like I want to divert to from the first one. That is perfectly fine. The biggest one I want to start, not the biggest one necessarily, but the one I want to start with is career. No, let's start with personal development. I just feel like it's too, even now when I'm saying it, it's just too there. So personal development, what is personal development? So in this life, we all have people we aspire to be. You have this vision of who you want to become. But now, if you keep on doing the same things over and over again and you're expecting to be that person and it's not working, then you need to do something called personal development to develop yourself, to get to the point where you want to be, to get to the picture that is in your head. Because there are some things that have gotta go. Some gotta stay. You need to elevate to a certain level to become there who you want to be. So that is what is personal development, just to better yourself in that way. So for me, my personal development is, obviously, there's a lot of things I want in my life, and different aspects of my life will require me to be a certain way. Let's say, for example, even let's say professionally, I'm in the marketing, advertising, PR industry, right? You need to be able to talk, to articulate yourself well, and I'm sure that is not my best trait. So I need to do certain things to get me to that level. Understand? Even just mentally, to be able to have emotional intelligence and to be able to deal with people, because the thing is, I will be dealing with people. So how am I gonna go about? Because I can be very harsh at times in terms of what I say. It's not how you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I think how I say it often doesn't always come off nice. But what am I gonna do to better myself? Oh yeah, while I'm in the video, I know I look gorgeous. I look very gorgeous. Touched by Deo did the things that needed to be done. So here we are. Touched by Deo. Thank you. Please do book her. I'll put her link in the description below. If you're new makeup artist, she's definitely your girl. So for my personal development, what I've been doing is, like I spoke about, being very well articulated, eloquent speaker, confidence level tops. So I joined Toastmasters International, where it's a public speaking club. There's a video that I did sometime last year where my friend and I were sharing our Toastmasters journeys and how it was really effective. If you want to know more, just Google Toastmasters International or go back to the video that I said. So that is one of the things that I do to better myself, because you pay, of course, just go for that video and then you get more information, but it has been very helpful to me thus far. So last year I had left the program somewhere in, I think, June or whatsoever, because I wanted to grow outside of it. Yes, I can speak in the club, but now I was challenging myself to speak outside of the club. but I will be going back this year because I can feel the difference of how it when I was in Toastmasters and now when I'm not. So that is one thing that I do to personally develop myself. And then the other thing that I also want to do in my personal development is read a lot of books just to be able to be articulate myself. Well, I read a lot of books. Like now I'm staring at my books, so reading is one of the ways in which I gain knowledge, and also by watching podcasts. So that is me. That is my personal development, and I think everything I do has to give back to who I am as a person. And then the other thing that I'm also doing this year, which I'm about to sign up, is swimming lessons. Like guys, I want to go to Bali. I don't know when. Also, my honeymoon must be the Maldives. I'm gonna get married, but imagine going to all those places and I don't know how to swim. So swimming is definitely on my tick box. And also, I'm gonna be doing a lot of fun activities just for myself. But the drinking, yes, there are certain times when you find yourself in an area and you do that, but that's what I want to do. So I would challenge myself to go out to events, challenge myself to do fun activities, something very different. Like I've been dying to go go-karting. That's why I even told my colleagues, let's go go-karting. Now I want to do movies. I already asked a friend. I'll see if it will work out or not. So yeah, then that will lead me one at personal development, just leading me straight into health. I am not a sickly person, thank God, and I pray that it remains like that because guys, people are going through the most. But I need to take care of my health. Now, for some reason, I have a problem. I'm against gymming. I just don't understand. Yes, I can work on my belly, but I'm just not at that mind where I think I want to go to the gym now. I think it's also just a lot of logistics in terms of cab, going to, let's say, Virgin Active Marua or the Grove, and then I need to come back, and sometimes you need early morning, sometimes I work late, plus it's expensive. So at the moment gymming is it's off out of my list. But I do yoga. I do aerial yoga, the one for the ropes. But this year I think I'll also be doing the normal standard yoga on the mat and stuff. It really helps me, especially mentally, and I think it also works on my body, some sort of exercises. And what else do I intend to do on my health? I don't know if spas are part of them, but I do go to spas. I think last year I challenged myself to visit at least 3, which I did. This is what I still want to do, just to be able to let my muscles rest and all that stuff. Jogging, not really my thing. Last year I did some running, and I went to 2 runs. You know, these marathon runs that are now in fashion, so overrated, but it didn't work for me, shame. Nah. And then yeah, that's my health. With my health, also I'm not really prioritizing on what I eat. I eat anything and everything. Guys, I drink coke, I take caffeine. I love coffee. Maybe that's one thing I should look into in terms of my diet. What are you guys doing in terms of your health? Do you guys gym? Do you eat healthy? What are the other ways that I can keep healthy without going to the gym? And I also don't want to lose weight. I feel like gym is for losing weight. Or if I start jogging, there was this time back in my life where I started jogging and I became small, guys. I looked sick. I felt uncomfortable in my own body. So I was like, jogging, running, not my cup of tea. So yeah, and then now I would want to move into my career life. Yo guys, now my life has been good. I won't even lie to you guys. In terms of my health, even my personal development, I'm really working on aspects that can better me as an individual, and that's really just what matters in my life at this point. So with career, I changed jobs. I'm in the marketing, PR, and advertising, sales, communications industry, and I love it there. I think I wouldn't have it any other way. I was just chosen for this field, and I like it here. So last year, I think around May, I started a new job. I was a marketing officer at another firm, and then from that firm I became a marketing and PR officer, and I love it where I am. I love the environment, really. I love the work, the exposure in terms of experience in my work that I'm doing. I'm really hands-on the ground with marketing, sales work, and stuff like that, and I really love it. And the people are fine. They're very nice, actually. I built a family even outside of work. I think when I'm to leave the job, I'll be able to still have those people in my life. I don't intend on leaving, at least not yet, because I believe in the thing of you know, when you put on your resume and you're jumping hopping jobs like that, like I'm not even a year there. I like to make a year until I'm like, I review now, do I need to start looking for a new job, do I need to start applying, or should I still be comfortable? But for now, I just want to reach a year, and then from there I can see what is my next step, because at the moment I'm really fine, I like it. And you know, when you pray for something for it, I also feel like you pray for something, you get it, and then boom, you want something else. What are you saying to God? Please at least live in this moment now, appreciate it until at the point where you're like, God, I think now I need an upgrade, I think I need a new environment, I think I want to move, you know. Then you can start having that conversation again. You can't get and get and then you just want to hop. I don't think it works like, at least not for me. So I'm first embracing what he has given me, and then when I'm ready to talk to have this conversation about career again, then I go into the direction. Now, career for me doesn't always mean my job. Yes, my job, yes, but also it means where I want to be. I definitely want to climb the corporate ladder. I want to be marketing and communications executive director, executive manager, you know, and that honestly, your honors degree alone will not get you there unless your uncle and your uncle or you sleep with it. That I don't know, but your honors degree alone will not get you there. So hence, I took the cognitive decision to go back to school. So I have my honors, yes. I did a short course. I have a marketing management and I have a short course in digital marketing. So now I'm proceeding again so that these papers can pile up. And by the time I start applying to become a director, because directors are eating money these days, hey, my resume must give, I went to school. So, and I'm still young, and that's one thing I want to do before I reach 30. Maybe do another postgraduate, whatever the case may be. I just need to get, because I personally plan on starting my life, or let's say family, and not settling down, I'm already trying to settle down, but family after 30, immediately after 30. That's when I start looking into that, and then like that is my focal point. But as for now, I want to build myself so that even when I get there, I don't have to, you guys, even now already I'm being shown flames in terms of going to work and then you have to come and do school work. Imagine if you have a family, you have to cook, you have to, I don't think it will work. So I'm making use of this opportunity that I have right now, so that I can tick all those boxes before I settle down and start traveling the world with my man, my family, and all that cute stuff. You got me? Yeah, that is it on my development. I mean, on my career. But I really, the plan is to climb the corporate ladder, to go up. So the work is good. I'm going to school. I think I'm taking the necessary decision that I have to take. I'm also looking into a short course already while I'm here. Maybe I can either do a short course. I'll just check the pressure, man, because I'm checking my time. I'm like, girl, you are turning 28 this year, and hey, but yeah, which leads me into my finances. I am if you know me personally, guys, you would label me as stingy, but I just think I'm like financially conscious. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm very cautious about my money, where it goes. I'm the person that collects receipts, and I think I got this trait from my ex-boyfriend. He is very high on these things, I swear to God, and I think it brought in some I'm already a disciplined person, but I just need that extra discipline to discipline myself. What am I going to use my money for? These are my monthly expenses. I draw up a budget. Like now, I already know what I want in May, because if I drop something in February and I don't make it in February, it automatically goes to my March budget. I cannot be an impromptu or indecisive spender. Money throws away unless I knew I had a reserve somewhere. There was a 500 lying down in my budget that I didn't use anything for. I'm like, no, this thing that I want. Or if Anna says, let's go have lunch, and I know, oh, there's a 500, I can go because I have this, I can have a 300 and I still have something left. Do you get what I'm saying? So I drop my monthly budget, and I know my sources of income are definitely my work, my job. I also have a marketing agency. I do small gigs for people here and there, proposals, content creation, revamping of your Instagram pages or whatever. So I do those things, and then that's how I also make money. And now I'm also wanting to look into other streams of income in terms of like emceeing, using my voice and doing all these things, especially on weekends. I used to have a lot of things on my plate last year, 2022, but then I decluttered. So I just wanted time to rest into myself, because I feel like I was exhausting myself. But now I'm back again, and I think I'm able to take up those things. So if you don't know if you guys have an event at work, you don't know you need an MC, you are looking at your girl. So book me. You know. So yeah, those are my finances, and I just feel like even helping family or friends. I know, okay, there's I have a friend that gave birth last year, and the last time I bought the child, something was in maybe February at the baby shower. So I think it's now time again to give this friend or this baby something. And the thing that I've neglected so much, guys, are my god kids. I have 5 god kids, and since their baptism I've never done anything. So this year I want to do something for them, and I think you guys will be my witnesses. If I take them out, if we do anything, they come for sleepover, I think I'll share that with you guys on this channel. And then I just want to make them feel special, and I think they're a bit grown now that we can start talking about, the faith of this kids. Because I'm gonna take this very seriously. I'm gonna take this task very seriously, and I really wanna do that this year. Because why am I a godmother then? Now, first one, I even turned down some people to be godmother because I just want to cater to these ones. And then I know if I'm able to again, when I'm ready, I can bring in new family members. But at the moment, I want to grow with my small clique, which now brings me into talking about faith. I am Christian. I'm Catholic, a die-hard Catholic. I love being Catholic, guys. That's why I think having a family in the Catholic way is best, because by that I mean like having a Catholic man, and a man that understands the liturgy. A man understands what's happening in the Holy Mass, not baptized in Catholic. You never been to church, you don't even understand what's happening. You can't even say pray the Hail Holy Queen prayer. You don't know how to recite your rosary. I think that is for me. I want to go into the direction of where my man is Catholic and we can bring up my kids in a Catholic way. And that's now my life now currently where I am, my spiritual life is I used to attend when I had a church, but then I moved to the cathedral in town, and that is a decision I took. I was so active in church, guys. I was a reader, I was an altar server, I was a youth leader, I was a catechist, I used to teach Holy Communion classes. I used to do all these things. But last year I woke up and I said, is what I'm doing what I want to do? How does it feed my faith? And when you're doing these things, you are giving back, but you're on guard. You are on duty. You're in church. You're looking at who needs to read. You're looking at how is this person dressed. That's why I took a decision to say, let me go to a different place, to a different church, where I'm not so known and I'm not in the business. I'm not even known. I just walk in, listen to the mass, listen to the word, get the homily, apply it in my personal life, through my collection, receive my communion, and I'm out. And at the end of the mass, I should feel like a changed person. I should feel like I went to church. And that's why I made the decision to say, let me go out, and it's been great so far. Mass starts at 7:30. By 9 I'm done. My Sunday, kumnandi, we continue. And guys, I've never felt so much at peace, which leads me then into now having my own devotions. I pray, I recite my rosary. My Bible is always here next to me. I need to have this personal talk with God, and it's been nothing short of amazing. I can see how He's doing His works, and in Him blessing me, God only wants two things from us. God wants us to be kind humans. God wants us to love. Love is the greatest commandment, and God wants us to pay it forward. That is the only way you can reward God for everything He does for you. You just have to pay it forward. You just have to love. Love God, love yourself, and you'll be able to love everyone else around you. If you don't have the love, you don't have God. You don't love God, because He gives you all these things. And what are you keeping Him in return? Guys, just extend an extra hand forward, and then He will continue blessing. Because you can't say, God, take things so much, take. No, it never works with God like that. God wants you to change your environment, change those around you, show love, help in ways that you can help. And that is the way God gives back. You give to God, and that's how you get more. And my faith, guys, I'll be sitting in a cab and I'm praying. So I challenge myself always. The week has 7 days. Weekends, I'm off. I have devotion with my family, but I do my devotions at least 3 times a week. 3 to 4 times where I read my Bible, I understand the verse, I pray my rosary. very important. Even when I'm in a taxi, I pray my rosary. Like, it's non-negotiable, because what am I going to do without God? So yeah, there are things that I plan on doing to give back, but I don't think I want to show people that. I don't want to snap, I don't want to do anything, but I hope I do it this year. So that is where I am with God right now, and I'm at a point where everything I do, I ask God. That's why if something doesn't serve me, it's gotta go. And the only person I can make a decision with is God. I'm like, God, is this what you want from me? Please show me, give me a sign. If not what you want from me, I'll walk away from it. And I've been doing that lately, and it's the hardest thing to do, but I have to do it anyway. But guys, when there was a time my friend said, because I always put on my status, God bless the city of Gideon. She said, hold up, ma'am, I think you're forgetting a word. Say, God continue to bless the city of Gideon. The Lord has been blessing me, ways you cannot see, but for me, He has been showing up for me, and I'm in a very different space. And all I can say is, I'm a blessed hand, and I can only say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, my Redeemer, my Savior, my Provider. You are the Alpha and the Omega. What am I going to do without the Lord? And that leads me to my favorite verse. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is a stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Pretty much. Psalms 27, verse 1 and 2. So that's me on my faith, guys. I just want to attend a lot of the only thing that I wish we had in the Catholic Church was praise and worship, where Spirit lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the waters. Now that I surrender, I wanna know you. That, and you are there. It happens, but it really happens. It happens once in a while. But I don't mind joining someone's praise and worship events or whatever, because it's just sometimes you just need to get out of your space and just cry if you have to, because sana, yeah, leading me to friendships and then relationships, guys. My theme for 2023 2024 is intentional. I'm going to be so intentional about my friends, people I want to keep the fire burning. I know we adults, but let's meet at least once this year, twice this year. Let's have phone calls, so I have a list of my friends that I want to go out with, and yeah, I hope it all works out. So I am a very friendly person. If you come to me, right, that's why you see that I have so many friends, maybe acquaintances, but we can connect on so many different levels, and that's because I love people. I feel like people in a person is a hidden gem, and if you can crack it open, because I must restrict myself to I only have my friends are who and who and who, but I've met amazing people. This past years, 2-3 years ago, I've met amazing people, and I'm continuing to meet amazing people. Some just from social media, but it's lovely. I love it, honestly. So if you wanna be my friend, girl, let's have that coffee. Boy, let's talk. I'm definitely open for all that, because when you have the right people, the right circle, maybe when I have a baby shower, when I have a wedding, I'm gonna have a long guest list, because you don't know who to take out. But I love it, because, and if you are in my life, that's because you are significant to me. There are people that I cut out, not like that, but we just stop talking because we are not really faxing. But if we fax, and we'll go forward. So yeah, my friendships, I just want to be intentional, and I realize that over the years, as we're growing older, we don't have time for one another. But let's take now note of the important things. The birthday, when they're going through something, talk to the person. Just those small gestures for our friends, guys. They really help a lot. Even if a friend just checks up on you, or friend has thinking about you, guys, and that's the intentionality I'm talking about. I really want to show and to prove to my friends that, hey, I love you and I value our friendship. So to all my OGs, the girlies and the guys, let's keep our relationship burning. Let it not die, and hit me up. Let's go have a glass of wine. We can do it at your house. I can buy the wine. We cook what's in your whatever, or you can come to my house. You're always welcome. But let's just be too close to each other, guys. Young people are dying, and maybe I might, you just never know. Just leave. Just leave. Ugh. Yeah, that's my final my friendships, and then my relationships. Friend relationship. I think I've mentioned in my previous vlog. If you didn't watch it, go watch it. Because why not? That I'm actively single. I'm single, so I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Like guys, I saw a snap a post that said when I say I'm not seeing anyone at the moment, it's not that there's no one talking to me. I mean, look at me, a whole. Hi guys, I'm at 20. I'm not at 10. I'm at 20. And why wouldn't somebody come and try and shoot their shots? But that Tom, Dick, and Harry, when they breathe in my direction, I can already tell when I can't even spend my time on you. Yeah, there's so many people I'm just like, no. And guys, when I think I've been intentional and I can pick up Nokucha, you are not what I want. The energy, I move, guys. I move. And last year I was disgusted. Is disgusted even the right word for what I feel? Yeah, annoying. Like, why are you breathing in my direction as a man? But this year, and I now want to start on meeting somebody and trying to transition into whatever that is, because we are getting older. I cannot be hopping and hopping. That's why I'm very intentional about it, and I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna wait for God's answer to lead me into that. But I'm just really, I know now what I want, and for me to get it, I need to be able to date, not like boyfriend and girlfriend. No, just talk to people. I'm open to that, but when I pick up that I don't wanna fucks with you, or if you don't come at me straight, it's a man. Yeah, why don't you come at me straight? You can through the corners. I can already tell the energy. I can tell what you want, and I'm like, get the hell away from me. And I'm not apologetic about it. I'm not afraid to say I don't like you, and what you're looking for, I can give you. I did that, and I think the men's egos are bruised or something, but the truth is I don't care. I don't even care for men anymore for shit. Like men are the nicest of people, and not that I was hurt or they did me dirty, even like my past relationship. No, it's just men in general, and any opportunity you get to hurt men, do it, because men in daughter, aman daughter, whatever. No, but I know there are good men out there, and I'm waiting for my good men to find me. Up until then, I really don't mind being by myself. Yes, it gets lonely. It gets very lonely. Sometimes you just want to talk. Sometimes you want to go grab wine. It's not the same with your friend. You see, when you have somebody that you're so open with, that you laugh with, all those nice things. Yeah, it gets lonely, but rather be lonely than being scroofed or not being the flower that you are. So yeah, but I know, guys, I'll invite you guys to my wedding. I know there's a wedding coming. I don't know with who, I don't know how, but I know it's coming. Maybe 2-3 years from now. Yeah, because I aspire to be a wife. I'm very sorry, and I will be in my wife element, in my submissive era, and I'll make a king of my men. I think even in this, the way now that in my time being alone, I know how I want to be treated, and I think I also learned on from my previous relationship how I want to treat the person I am with. So if we just click like that, so yeah. Oh, can you believe that I've actually touched on most of or all of my 7 categories? That is my life in general, but I'm a lover of life, guys. I will go out, I'll treat myself, I'll make myself nice, I'll buy what I have to buy. I'm just live for today, live in the moment. And the woman I aspire to be, she has class, she's sophisticated, she loves nice things, and nice things love her, and that's in the direction that I'm headed into. I'm very sorry if the way we grew up and I've changed, I'm a changed person now. That is who I want to be, and that is where I'm going. That's why so many friends are left. I don't fucks with anymore, and I'm meeting new people because they speak to who I am. And the truth is, you are allowed to outgrow things. You are allowed to outgrow people, because you are not the same person you were last year. You are not the same person you were 3 years ago. You are constantly changing, and you're constantly discovering more about yourself. And as these discoveries come up, go with what suits you. Go with what you are now in the present moment, where you are, what you want. Go with that, flow with that. And if you change again after a year, it's perfectly fine, because it is how you grow. Just be able to be cognizant about it, to say yes, this is exactly in the direction in which I want to go. This is the places that I want to hang. I could have gone to temperature, for example, but I cannot associate myself. When you look at me, do you see temperature? And temperature must go meet Tell them that come here direct and give me your number. Drink. My drinking. If you want us to drink, let's go drink at the restaurant. We will get drunk at the restaurant and we'll go home and we'll do whatever shit that we do after. But let me be in that nice, comfortable, beautiful setting. I cannot go and waste my time. I've become expensive for myself, yes. I have grown to like finer things, but that's perfectly fine because that is who I want to be. Why must we normalize suffering? Why must we normalize struggle? What is nice about it? I grew up in that struggling mindset, being with my dad like that. Hi, son. No, I'm very sorry. I cannot not normalize struggling. You need to attract what you want, huh? What you are, and when you normalize struggling in your life, that is. So yeah, please have your choices right, have your facts right, have your goals and objectives straight so that you know in which direction you want to go. My life in general, it has been cruising, a few hurdles here and there, but that is how life is. That is the beauty of life. If you don't experience hardships, then imagine if life was just like that. It's the waste of fun in it, and will we even love God like that? So yeah, love your life, define your life, and move your life in the direction in which you want it to go. And I'm talking here like a whole experience, babe. I'm a work in progress. I'm trying. It's trial and error. I want to see what works for me, what doesn't. I made very hard decisions, very hard decisions the past year, and just because of constantly trying to discover myself, of course, I still feel like I'm young and I'm still the admin of my life. So why don't I take this route rather than being at the same spot, expecting change you're not getting because you are repeatedly doing the same thing. And that's why my favorite quote that I always leave you guys with at the end of some of my videos, Ralph Emerson said, the only person you are destined to become is a person you decide to be. And it's actually no other way. So go out, fetch your life. Yes, so go out, fetch your life. Live it, love it. That is me. If you have any other questions that you want me to answer, I was just giving you in a nutshell. I maybe didn't go deeper, but if you have any questions you want me to answer, comment below. And when I vlog and when I sit down again, just even in the middle of a vlog, whatever, or I have a sit down video, we will address your question. Thank you very much for sticking around with me. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're keeping safe. I hope you're keeping good. I hope you're keeping prayed up. I hope you're keeping hydrated. Oh yeah, that's one of my other health. I now drink like liters of water, 2 liters, 4 liters of water, 2 liters at home, 2 liters at work. I challenge myself to. I feel like if those things in me are healthy, and then also I have 2 things that lined up for the year. 1, get a pap smear. 2, get a full body checkup so I can know what to work on, what to eat, what not to eat, and all that stuff. So maybe that will determine my health better. But I don't want to talk too much anymore. Thank you guys for listening, and have yourself a fantastic life.